Go. Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video, folks. Today we are doing. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are talking about my Easter holiday and what it has been. But yeah, so during the Easter holidays, I went to Safari Pete with We Grow Together. That is with Sam and Sophie, and then last Friday I went to Pizza Express, sorry, for a special occasion for Good Friday. But I don't go to Pizza Express on Good Friday, but it was just a surprise really to going out with a group of people. And a couple of weeks ago I've been to Newcastle for the night, and I just visited St James's Park. And then last Monday I went to Nottingham to I went to Nottingham and I went to the Card Empire, and I just brought some two Pokemon cards and two UGIO. These are legends, dual list and whatever cards they're called, but. I got these trading cards from Nottingham. Rebel Clash Sword Shield, and Journey Together, sponsored by Scarlet and Violet Pokemon. And yeah, that's it really. So I really enjoyed my time, and also I went to the cinema with my friends Alex, Fuller, Matthew and Jack, and to Blue Water to see Captain America: Brave the New World. It was very nice, and it was even though it was a little bit funny, but it was I really enjoyed the film. I really enjoyed the film anyway. Right, I'm gonna predict some two mid games, because Man City and Aston Villa, Arsenal and Crystal Palace. So a big game in a race for the Champions League game. So this is a crucial and potentially fascinating encounter in the battle for the top 5 spot in the Champions League places, as Manchester City face Aston Villa at the Etihad Stadium. Before you get into the YouTube channel, please hit the thumbs up button and support the video, and please please subscribe to the channel as well. So, but on Tuesday, the 22nd of April 2025 on Sky Sports, so Manchester City continued their mini improvement at the weekend as they defeated a star-stubborn and difficult to beat Everton side by 2-0 at Goodison Park, thanks to late strikes from Matteo Kovacic and Nico O'Reilly. But the citizens had come from 2-0 down to hammer Crystal Palace by 5-2 at the Etihad Stadium. The week before, Pep Guardiola's side are now unbeaten in their last 6 matches across all competition, ahead of next weekend's FA Cup semi-final. This weekend's FA Cup semi-final coming on Sunday. So Aston Villa coming into this one off the back of an extremely impressive performance as they hammer Newcastle United by 4-1 at Villa Park, thanks to goals from Ollie Watkins, Ian Maston and Dodi Onana, as well as Dan Burn own goal. That victory for the Villains means that Unai Emery's side have now managed to win 10 of their last 11 matches across all competition, with only the game they didn't win being their crucial Champions League quarter-final first leg against PSG in Paris. So Manchester City's beginning their 34th match day of the 2024-25, sitting truck inside the top 5 and the Champions League spot, and they remain susceptible to teams on the counter-attack, despite their aforementioned improved run of form. They now face an Aston Villa side that themselves they have one of the best records in the European football in the last couple of months. But this has the potential to be a really entertaining encounter in Manchester this week. But it could go either way. Could be draw written all over it. But I'm going for Man City to win 2-1, just for experience. And then right. Right, here we go then. There we go. Oh yeah. Right. Right then. Tomorrow's game is a London derby with a little riding on this week as Arsenal focus on Champions League and takes on Crystal Palace focus on the FA Cup at the Emirates Stadium. But Arsenal coming into this one on the back of a 4-0 demolition of relegation-bound Ipswich Town at Portman Road at the weekend in the game which they punish as Leif Davis red card with a brace of goals from Lendros Trossard as well as Gabriel Martinelli and Ethan O'Reilly strikes. But Ipswich were down to 10 men and they were, they got smashed. And they'll be likely to be relegated if West Ham draws against Brighton. The Gunners hammered of the Untractor boys backed up an extremely impressive and mature performance last week and to complete a 5-1 aggregate victory over the European champions Real Madrid with a 2-1 win in the second leg of their Champions League quarter-finals. As for Crystal Palace, on the other hand, were one of the best teams in the Premier League for quite a few months until a dip in form in the last few weeks as Oliver Glasner's Eagles prepare for their FA Cup semi-final at the Wembley Stadium against Aston Villa at the weekend on Saturday. They were most recently held to a dawn goalless draw against FC Bournemouth at Selhurst Park at the weekend, following on from a 5-2 defeat to Manchester City where they were 2-0 up in that game, and then a 5-0 loss to Newcastle United at St James's Park last week. And both of these sides have bigger fish to fry in the last month or so. The campaign, both sides could well rotate a fair bit as they meet in North London, with neither team overly focused on their league form and the results at the moment, and that could be a bit of a pre-season feel with a lack of intensity, and Arsenal, especially at home, to simply grind out another victory, which appeared a likeliest outcome for this one. I'm going for Arsenal 2-0, but Liverpool could win the Premier League title on Sunday against Spurs unless Palace do Arsenal do us a favour from the Arsenal game, and then Liverpool could have been crowned champ. If Arsenal lose to Palace, that means Liverpool are crowned champions. But I fancy Arsenal to win 2-0. That's my predictions then for my Easter holidays roundup and 2 Premier League mid games. Leave on your comments below and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.